I took.
What was it like working with working with those youth, that demographic? What was it like that?
Especially these kids, I think it was the best job I think I ever had in my life, man. I work with kids with, all kinds of issues like, Down syndromes, Tourette's, like you name it. And you know what? It was the most rewarding job that I think I've had. And I still remember two of my favorite guys. Was a kid named Navraj, an Indian kid, and his buddy was Robert. They're two special needs kids, and Navraj had Down syndrome, and like he was a little bit of a guy that would would make trouble. And then when he knows that he did something, he'd look at me and says, I'm sorry, my big guy. He always touch my heart. My big guy. I'm sorry, my big guy. Like the feeling that and knowing that you can influence these kids and work with them. And I was really hard on the normal kids. I would give these kids, like, make fun of them, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So like it was a special job for me, man, and my heart has always been around the youth, and I've always done a lot of work with youth, but special needs youth. It holds a very special place in my heart.
I can relate to that because I was throughout my career I was a youth caseworker for 10 years.
Yeah.
So I worked mostly with troubled kids, juvenile kids, but some special needs kids too, and they touched my heart the most because they are the kids that got in trouble with the law, juvie, this and that. Good kids, but attitude, rough backgrounds, that hardness to them. Right? It was harder to like them, but you knew they needed help and you helped them, and the reward came later when you meet them as adults. But those kids, man,
they'll know. Like, I've still run. I work with a lot of special juvenile, like borderline kids. That I'll run into them to this day in the supermarket or at the grocery store or in a movie theater with my wife, and they'll tell my wife, like, I know them, but like, if it wasn't for your husband, I would have been kicked out of school, or might be locked up, or might be in jail. But they might not realize it at the time when you're working with them, and you're giving them a hard time and showing them right from wrong. But as they grow older, they realize who the good guys were.